Hello friends, I am Dr. Rupa Gupta. In this video, I am going to explain multiple choice questions on money. So let's start with question number 1. Economic exchanges without the medium of dash are referred to as barter exchanges. Your options are A. Money, B. Goods, C. Economy, D. None of these. And the correct answer is A. Money. Question 2. When one person wants to sell or buy must coincide with what some other person wants to buy or sell. It is called A. Problem of indivisibility, B. Double coincidence of wants, C. Lack of standard of deferred payment, D. Non-availability of common unit of value. And the correct answer is B. Double coincidence of wants. Question number 3. Direct exchange of goods against goods without use of money is called dash exchange. A. Goods, B. Money, C. Capital, D. Barter. And the correct answer is D. That's barter. Question number 4. Money is only dash and not an aim. Your options are A. Wants, B. Goods, C. Means, D. All of the above. And the answer is C. Means. Question number 5. Money is what money does. This definition is given by A. Crowther, B. Walker, C. Central Bank, D. Lord Keynes. And the correct answer is B. Walker. Question number 6. Medium of exchange and measure of value both are dash function of money. Your options are A. Primary, B. Secondary, C. Contingent, D. Additional. And the correct answer is A. Primary. Question number 7. Measure of value facilitates to determine the A. Rate of interest, B. Rate of exchange, C. Purchasing power of money, D. None of these. And the correct answer is B. Rate of exchange. Question number 8. Which of the following functions come under category secondary function of money? Your options are A. Standard of deferred payment, B. Store of purchasing power, C. Transferring value, D. All of the above. And the correct answer is D. All of the above. Question number 9. Every individual has to keep cash with him for the following purpose. A. Transitive motive, B. Precautionary motive, C. Speculative motive, D. All of the above. And the answer is D. All of the above. Question number 10. Kinds of money can be classified as A. Metallic money, B. Paper money, C. Both A and B, D. None of these. And the correct answer is C. Both A and B. Question number 11. Standard money, token money and subsidiary money are types of A. Paper money, B. Metallic money, C. Real money, D. Actual money. And the answer is B. Metallic money. Question number 12. Representative paper money is dash backed up by gold and silver reserves. Your options are A. Fully, B. Partially, C. Primarily, D. Secondarily. And the answer is A. Fully. Question number 13. Which of the following is the advantage of representative paper money? Your options are A. Saving of gold and silver, B. Elasticity, C. Suitable for poor countries, D. No fear of inflation. And the answer is D. No fear of inflation. Question number 14. Which type of paper money which is convertible into standard coins at the option of dash the holder? Option A, representative paper money. B, convertible paper money. C, inconvertible paper money. D, fiat money. And the answer is B, convertible paper money. Question number 14. Fiat money is also referred as option A, emergency money. B, crisis money. C, securities. D, none of these. And the answer is A, emergency money. Question number 16. Historically, the Indian rupee was a dash coin. Option A, copper. B, gold. C, silver. D, bronze. And the answer is C, silver. Question number 17. Electronic currencies can be divided into dash currency and dash currency. Option A, legal, illegal. B, soft, hard. C, fiat, flat. D, metal, paper. And the answer is B, soft, hard. Number 18. What is the key attribute that a virtual currency does not have? Your options are status as legal tender. B, popularity. C, highest status. D, acceptance by the people. And the answer is A, status as legal tender. Question number 19. Both virtual currencies and cryptocurrencies are types of dash currencies. A, fiat. B, digital. C, paper. D, metal. And the answer is B, digital. Question number 20. Which of the following is the objective of the demonetization policy? Your options are to make India corruption free. B, to curb black money. C, to control inflation. D, all of the above. And the answer is D, all of the above. Thank you.